Well, this Indianapolis man who has adopted 4 of his grandchildren is upset at a bill that would have provided mandatory adoption subsidy for foster parents is dead this session of the Statehouse.
The Indiana Foster and Adopted Parents Resources and Advocacy Group called what happened a huge disappointment.
Working for you, RTV6's Derek Thomas has their story and looks into these frustrations.
Ernie Shearer and his wife adopted their 4 grandchildren, including 2-year-old Lily. It was finalized 2 weeks ago. This is a photograph taken at the adoption court. 3 of the 4 children were born opioid addicted. There's 12-year-old Bryce, 7-year-old Sophie, 3-year-old Ava, and of course, Lily. The 65-year-old Shearer had to fight to get the $30 a day per child that foster parents receive to care for the children, and fight to get an adoption subsidy.
Even if you don't have a child that's opioid addicted, you still got to feed them, you still got to bathe them, you still got school functions they need to operate in. They need bicycles, they need food on the table. There's so many things these kids need. They need a proper house, and the parents can't provide this if they're on a limited income.
Senator David Niedzgotsky sponsored a bill that would provide a mandatory adoption subsidy.
What it asks for is at least a floor of 50% of mandatory subsidies of what foster parents had been receiving and what the adoptive parents would receive. And that amounted to, over the biennium, it was in excess of $30 million per year of the biennium. It was something that was going to benefit adoptive parents greatly.
If the legislature doesn't make the subsidies happen, an advocacy group called Charitable Allies Incorporated has another tactic.
I believe what it's actually going to take, given that the legislature has no courage to protect these families, is comprehensive litigation with several different plaintiffs, class action against the state. Again, this would be, I think, the 3rd on this matter in the last 14 years.
The state of Indiana, we're second from the worst in the nation as far as how we treat our foster children. Second from the bottom.
Derek Thomas, RTV6.